Today on WSRH Extra, teacher advice.
Also, we have a newspaper.
Plus, the new iPhone 6. WSRH Extra starts now.
They're competing for.
I hate always having to drive slow in the school zones.
Well, Connor, you can't always drive 10 miles over the speed limit.
But...
It's just 20 miles, Connor.
You're right. Let's go to Frank for more on the story.
Every day of the year, children walk and ride their bikes to and from school. 100 of them don't make it home because of dangerous drivers.
Yes, the drivers need to be cautious of the children because a lot of them are just kindergartners and first graders just learning how to ride their bikes, and sometimes they don't stay on the sidewalk, so they need to be cautious of when to pay attention for when we say to stop.
It may not be every day when someone will endanger a child of any age, although it's always good to know that when a kid is asked if does he feel safe going to school, he will say, yes.
Well, that's it for WSRH Extra. I'm Frank Cañas, and remember, stop speeding in front of school zones.
Natalie, did you know that some teachers here give really good advice?
No way, really?
Yeah way. Let's go to Connor Ryan for more on that.
Students in high school are involved in many things, including after-school activities, homework, and dating. To students around the campus, dating can become overwhelming. We talked to teachers around the campus to see what they had to say about dating in high school.
I think dating in high school is an unstoppable force. I mean, you can try and hold back the tide, but what's the point?
I think dating in high school is fine as long as school and family come first.
Dating in high school in general, it's an important aspect of what you should engage in high school. The average high school student, it's different from boys and girls. Guys tend to navigate through high school dating better than girls in that it tends to have a greater effect on girls than guys when things don't go well. It tends to be more of an emotional thing for girls than for guys in high school, but overall, I think it's important and I think you should do it because it helps you identify not what you're looking for in life, but what you definitely don't want.
Don't do it. Okay, just kidding. No, it's okay. But don't think that the person you're dating in high school is the person you're going to end up marrying. Theoretically, that'd be fantastic. However, not very realistic in today's age.
Teachers are a great source of help when it comes to high school problems because they've been through it before. And in the end, they just don't want us to make the same mistakes that they did.
Best general advice I could give teenagers for dating is, this is going to hurt a little bit, but the relationship you're currently in is not as important as you think it is and not as big a deal in your life as you're making it out to be. So enjoy it for what it is, but don't let it consume you because it's not your last one.
I think it's important to find someone who shares the same values, someone who's going to work hard, and most importantly, someone who's kind to others.
Just be yourself. Go out and have fun. Girls, it's free dinner. Have fun. Sorry, guys, it's the truth. Boys, be chivalrous, and if you don't know what that means open the car door, open the door for the lady, have fun, be respectful, don't call each other bro, and just have a good time.
Be yourself. If you're a good person, if you're a person with a sense of humor, if you're a person who can overlook the little faults in the person you're dating, you'll get along fine.
We have our computers for everything these days.
Most kids use their computers for homework or to check their grades on deadline.
But some families can't afford computers, so Seminole Ridge High School's IT Academy is going to change that.
WSRH Extra reporter Ariana Hero shows us why they are bridging the digital divide.
Computers are used every day for hours on end, whether you use them in offices, schools, or at home.
What we do is to refurbish and reimage our computers that have become obsolete and no more used in our school district, and it's a way of giving back to the community.
Some students can't afford to have a computer or internet at home, but our Seminole Ridge IT program is trying to change that.
Those families that don't have internet access now are looking for a low-cost solution. Comcast is offering their low-cost internet.
The IT Club refurbishes old district computers to give to needy families. The IT Club president, Anthony, told us more about the process of fixing a computer.
The average time to finish a computer would probably take me about 30 minutes from the time that I pick up the computer to I bring it back. The overall time it takes to connect the computer and set it up is about 2.5 minutes. That's as long as the software takes. and then after that it's just filling out a little bit of paperwork. So it's not long at all.
The IT program hopes to start giving computers out soon.
The new computers that we'll be giving out to the community no longer come on Windows. They will become on a new operating system called Linux Mint. It's very similar to Windows. It has its own word processing system, sort of like Microsoft Word. Any programs that you have that work on Windows will also work on this operating system.
If you know of any individuals, families, organizations that are in need of computers, please contact me through email or contact our tech support in room number 5201. And my tech support students would be very happy to refurbish and reimage computers for them.
In this day and age, computers not only are a luxury, but have become a necessity. For WSRH Extra,
I'm Brittany Snowball.
The story about the new art teacher in the newspaper.
Really? We have a newspaper?
Yeah, let's go to Kamar Simmons.
Room 7115 holds a class that many do not know about. Here, our school newspaper is created. We have a school newspaper? You ask, and the answer is yes, we do. One of the Ridge's school counselors, Mrs. Baldwin, a longtime fan of the newspaper, has some thoughts.
Well, I did see that it went online. I think that was a great way to reach more people. I also like it when their students do features on like the latest TV shows or movies and do reviews. I think that's kind of a fun feature. I don't know if that was in the latest issue, so that might be something good to incorporate. And I'd also like some more features on colleges and universities and careers that are available to students after high school, because I think students could always benefit from learning more about future options after high school.
Sabrina and Randa, chief editors of the newspaper, also had some information to share.
Makes it look like this, and it's pretty neat because it kind of looks like an actual newspaper, which is pretty cool. And we have every week we have a new issue, which you can get in the new, in the front office. We have them in the library. With online, I think both of us think it's a great idea because of how technology is just progressing now, and everything's eventually just going to be online. I think for both of us and for Mr. Grinder as well, we're still trying to get used to it and trying to see how well it's going to go. So, I mean, so far I think it's a good idea because eventually everything's just going to be online.
Mr. Grinder, head chief and director of the newspaper, let us know what newspaper really is all about and what their future plans are.
Okay, the newspaper is really one of the most important programs we have here at Seminole Ridge. We try to provide the local community and our campus with interesting stories to read, news of past and upcoming events. We don't have really the glamour, let's say, that the TV production program has, but the newspaper always has, throughout American history, served an important function. And I like here, we spent quite a bit of money to have a professional online web presence. The website is ridgepaper.org, and if you go there, you'll see what we do. We're always looking for interesting things to put on ridgepaper.org. So check us out there. It's something new this year, and we're pretty excited about it. We hope to do a lot of things with it this year.
No, the newspaper really isn't all that bad, but Extra really is superior. For WSRH Extra, I'm Kamar.
Proceed with the new iPhone 6.
Let's go to James Dodge with more on that story.
Students are crazy about the new iPhone 6. We talked to some students who already had the phone.
There's things about the 6 that are better than the 5, like the camera, the size, but either way, yeah, I like the 6 better than the 5.
Definitely the bigger screen. I like the bigger screen better, and I upgraded from a 4S, so it's a big difference.
But there's already been problems with bugs about the new phone.
No, it hasn't really bothered me. I just upgraded it. I just did the update twice. No big problem.
We also talked to some students with the Samsung and asked if they feel like the Apple is copying them.
Not really, because I feel like the Samsung copies things from iPhone too, so there's not really anything wrong with that.
Yes, honestly, I think iPhone 6 ripped off Samsung's ideas.
No, they have their own thing, and so does Samsung.
It is now time for sports.
Let's go to Extra Sports anchor Christina for more.
To start off sports this week, there's a freshman on the cross-country team who's blowing people away. Extra sports reporter Alexis Hurtado introduces us to Riley Bresnahan.
Riley Bresnahan is an extraordinary athlete. She's only a freshman and already first place for girls cross country. Along with cross country, she also plays competitive soccer for the Wellington Waves. We spoke to Sabrina Kermani, the captain of the team. Let's see what she thinks.
I think she's doing really well for how young she is. She performs really well when it comes to the meets and stuff, and she motivates me. I motivate her as well when it comes to practices and stuff, just every day at practice. She's able to kind of use me as like a judgment because we're pretty close in times. She does really well, though.
Riley is truly a great runner. We spoke to Ms. Gray, the cross-country coach, to find out more about her and how she thinks she will do in the future.
Right now, she's one of our top runners along with Sabrina. They're competing for first place. With her being a freshman, she still has 3 more years. Her time is a 23. She needs to come down to about a 21 minute to make it to regionals and state. And I think that with her running over the summer and continue with her practice, she will definitely make it to regionals, if not this year, by next year.
Last but not least, we talked to Riley to ask her how she feels about her skills and development in cross country.
My coaches and my teammates push me harder, so I feel like they are helping me reach my full potential. I've been running since 3rd grade. That's when I ran my first 5K. Cross country really helps my endurance and allows me to run more and faster and longer.
Riley will surely break a school record someday. For WSRH Extra, I'm Alexis Hurtado.
Once high school athletes leave practice, the stress of the game and pleasing their coaches stays on the field. But what if you live with your coach? Extra sports reporter Nick Seltzer gives us an inside look on what it's like.
I've coached him since he was in flag football we were the Raiders.
When it comes to football, a father and son bond can be stronger than ever, but it could be different if your dad is one of the coaches.
Usually if I'm having like a bad practice, he just comes up to me and says what's going on, and if I say like, oh, I'm just not really feeling good today, he'll understand and he won't like yell at me just like another coach. He'll actually be a dad for a couple seconds.
Coach Parson explains to us that there is never an excuse, especially when your dad is the coach.
Where other players could make an excuse of why they didn't attend practice or why they were late, he could never have an excuse.
Sometimes it sucks having your dad as a coach because if he yells at one of your friends during practice, your friend gives you the cold shoulder because he thinks that you and your dad dislike him.
Tripp and his dad both agree there are advantages to this situation, with a few exceptions explained by Tripp.
Sometimes I'm just trying to watch TV and he'd ask me what do the corners run in the 4-4 defense that they do, and how many people blitz, how many people drop back in coverage, what are the D linemen slanting towards. And it's annoying because I'm just trying to watch TV or something.
He does have an advantage is we can go over the game plan through the week at home, where you have, my expertise adding to his.
Coach Parson is Tripp's biggest fan and is proud to see him come into his own.
Obviously, it makes me proud to see him as a football player. It makes me even prouder to see the man that he's developed and that he continues the Hawk tradition that was instilled in him as a 9th grader. Those things will always make me prouder, but the more important thing is how he's grown to be a person and a man has really, struck my heart hard.
We wish both Coach Parson and Tripp good luck this year and in the future. For WSRH Extra, I'm Nick Seltzer.
That's it for your WSRH Sports. I'm Christina Costanza.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of WSRH Extra.
And remember, this year we want to hear from you. If you have a story idea you think we should cover, tweet us at Twitter handle SeminoleRidgeTV.
Or stop by Mr. Wright's room 4102.
We now leave you with this week's Edit to the Beat by Kelly and Wister.
Do you think about me when the crowd is gone? It used to be
your time when everything's wrong. You make it